How does a hobby become a profession? Well, usually with a heavy dose of passion. That's the way it was for a young man in Robertson County who always loved making furniture with new and old wood. Well, now partnered with an old school chum, Curt Chaffin is living the dream, so to speak, one board at a time.
They're wanting something that is made out of solid wood. They're not wanting to buy something that's cheap, particle board, shipped from overseas. They want something that has a story with it. It's almost like they're creating their own piece of what they want. We are just the hands that do it.
It all started in 2011 when Curt Chaffin and a friend began crafting Adirondack chairs for family and friends, using local reclaimed barn wood. Before long, that hobby evolved into the Orlinda Furniture Company. Now located in a 2,500 square foot freestanding facility. After his co-founder Harris Green left the business, Curtis was in need of a partner who shared his passion and philosophy. That person turned out to be his old high school chum, Chris Newberry.
Well, I've always been good with my hands, taking stuff apart, putting it back together. I've always loved creating. I've always loved seeing the finished product. The feeling of satisfaction, there's no other comparison.
I was looking for a business partner, and I asked him, and man, he jumped all over it. He was ready to go.
Every day is different here in the shop, often with several pieces in the works simultaneously. For years, Curtis and company would tear down old barns themselves to salvage the wood. But times and trends have changed to make things more efficient.
Our time is better spent in shop. So as far as that goes, people bring us the lumber, we'll buy the lumber and stuff. But when we first started, the reclaim part was big, and now we're starting to see the pieces of furniture that we do are kind of more your new wood, your walnuts and new poplar and things like that. It's still there, the repurpose, reclaim kind of look is still there, but you can kind of see it slowly fading out.
The first step in most projects is cutting the wood to length. That is, unless it's reclaimed wood.
First, it's de-nailing, which is very aggravating. So you gotta get all the nails out. You do the best you can, but sometimes you do miss some, and you'll find them when you run it through the planer or the table saw. Just depending on what the client is looking for, we can run it through the planer. We can take all that rough off of it, because with the barn wood, there's an inner beauty to it. Everybody sees something that looks like it ought to be thrown in the fire and discarded, but when you run it through the planer, that material is so pretty. It's got so much character to it, different coloration to it.
After trimming the edges straight on a table saw, they often use a good old-fashioned hand planer to finish the job. The job in this case will result in a new table.
This is going to be like a corner table, so this is the top to the table, and what we've done is we've run it was reclaimed material, so we've run it all through the planer, straight edged it, and now we've got it in the glue up process. You know, here in a couple more days, we'll have some legs on it in the drawer and sending it out the door.
Despite having state-of-the-art equipment, this is the only way to create a fireplace mantel with that now popular rough-hewn look.
We're buying just sawn out pine lumber, 6x8. And what we do with it is we'll chop it out and give it the appearance of a hand-hewn log. So it looks old, but it's new wood made to look old is kind of what it is. But we chop them out. They got a hand-hewn look to them and kind of a free-floating mantle.
Curtis and Chris can create just about anything made with wood, including custom cabinets, counters, sliding doors, and well, you name it. Oh, and the Adirondack chairs that started it all, they're still a mainstay, now in two styles.
There's the traditional style, and then we do a set that's done out of tobacco sticks. And that's really unique to the Adirondack kind of look, is just those tobacco sticks. but they can be made out of anything. Most of our Adirondack sets are done out of the reclaimed wood, but these over here, those are new poplar.
A philosopher once said, ambition is enthusiasm with a purpose. Curtis Chaffin had a growing enthusiasm for creating with wood. Now working with his childhood friend Chris Newberry, a shared purpose unfolds each day at the Orlinda Furniture Company.
The best part about it for me is when I get to see the finished product and I get to see the customer enjoy that product for the lifetime. And to see the look on their faces when they receive it, nothing like it.
And we're having a good time. We got big plans for later down the road, and we're just gonna keep riding this train.